Hello and welcome to the Daily Windups daily briefing. Today here we have the activity chart, and the SPC has outlined a small area near Tennessee and Kentucky and the Mississippi Valley for a slight chance of severe, mainly because the 1 kilometer shear is high about 30 knots, which could produce some short-lived tornadoes. And this rain from still tropical depression, Isaac, is forecast to move into Ohio. So it looks like all the Midwest here and Ohio are going to get some rain, and that is good news. Here's the GFS for next Monday, and if you look here at the top, at the bottom left-hand screen, you can see the 700 millibar height and relative humidity. And it's all the way from Illinois clear into Ohio where all this rain's going to fall. I hope it's not too much because they really need the rain. But there is a chance for a heavy rain event this weekend and the beginning of next week. And here we have the lifted indices and the total precipitable water values. And the lifted indices they're nominal. They're no problem. The precipitable water values, they are from 1.5 to 2 inches all the way from Illinois to Ohio. And this means they're going to get some rain and a lot of it. I hope they get just enough rain to turn everything green, but that's unlikely. It's more likely it's going to be a heavy rain event. Here is the total precipitation, and on the bottom right-hand box here, this is 60 hours out, and you can see there is anywhere from 3 inches all the way to 8 and 9 inches of rain through here. So there's going to be some flooding. So I hope everybody's prepared for that. It's going to be a very, very wet weekend next week. Now on to the longer range. And this is the 500 millibar mean height. The left is the ECMWF and the right is the GFS. And you can see here there's some troughing in the east, and this still looks favorable for a cold front coming down into the Midwest and clear into Texas and everything. The European has backed off in the last few runs. The GFS is still pretty bullish about it. One thing to note is the heights are pretty flat here in the Atlantic, turning almost to troughing, and this will favor recurving anything tropical back out to sea before it has the chance to hit land. So we do have a tropical storm and a hurricane to watch, but I don't think they're going to become any problem for the United States right now. Here is the GFS for the 10th of September, and you can see here this big trough, especially on the top right hand screen, this red line. That's where the heights are falling, and there's a trough in this area, and hopefully it'll bring a cold front all the way into Texas and all the way through the east, and we can get a cool down. And also, if you notice, the tropical system is recurving back out to sea before it has a chance to affect land. So this is turning into an autumn pattern. Like I said, the GFS is backed off on this. I assume it'll come back in line, but this is awful early for a cold front, so it may be that we'll have to wait a little bit longer, but for right now it looks like we're going to get a cold front. And here we have Tropical Storm Leslie, looking pretty good this morning. We have a lot of cirrus outflow to the east and southeast. She is moving to the northwest, and this general movement should continue. It should become north northwest and eventually north. No problem for the U.S. Maybe a problem for Bermuda, but right now the models are not showing any indication that she's going to come into the Caribbean or the Gulf or anything like that. So we'll just have to continue monitoring. Um, no big deal right now. And here are the models for Leslie, and as you can see, they pretty much take her just recurving back out to sea, so no problem for land. Um, we'll continue to monitor, and hopefully we'll get a cold front. That's all I have for now. For the Daily Windup, I'm Donald Flowers.